not arguing the point we making, right? But this is the dichotomy of our situation, right? And all three of us being street individuals and committing crimes and stuff like that, and we being old in life, and all of us want to reach the youth and make sure people don't follow our path, right? It's hard to convince the youth now. Well, not convince the youth. I'm saying, let me say it right. His story is one that the youth could look up to.
They gonna look up to it.
They gonna know. That's what I'm saying. Now, I'm not. Again, it's on TV. I'll watch it. Right? I'm gonna say this before I get into that. Before he got this time reduction, before he got out, when I saw his son playing him on TV, right? Me and my wife had a talk about that, right? And I explained to my wife, I say, listen, he won. She say, why do you feel like he won? He in jail, he got 30 years. I say, listen, he sacrificed everything so they could make it. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I'm like, that's what every man wish they could do. If mine and my people could make it off my story, off what I went through, to where my son ain't got to sell drugs, my son ain't got to go to jail, he get paid to document our story, and our story lives forever, then it was worth it. He made it. If he never get out of jail again, he made it. It's people that ain't went to jail that can't do that, right? So I'm not naive to that point. But then at the same time, I have to be cognitive that, damn, it almost goes against the thing of us saying the street is a myth. And the same, because no, I'm saying that to say this. This is one of 300 million that lost. But we were harping in on this one, and 300 more million a parish.
Yeah.
Am I articulating it right?
Yeah, you spot on.
And I don't know if I'm articulating it right. So,
you spot on.
So yes, it is a success story coming from the streets.
Mm-hmm.
But it's one that people have to be very. Look at how many people lost trying to do that. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, it's way more people that done lost than that done won trying to live that life.
Well, see, let me say this. You validating your question as far as, like you said, a street success story. You validating that by saying, look at how many people that done tried to do what he's done and then fell to the wayside, lost their life, died in prison, never coming home. They lost. He did what he did. He went to the heights he went to. He went to prison. He did his time. He coming home. He's still alive in good health. So therefore, that's the street success right there. This is a man that's finna get out next year. And we can pretty much say, because we don't know for real, but just guessing, he's probably coming home still for more money than the average Joe that been on the street for the last 20 years has made in their life.
Facts. No, I'm saying it is a success story. But it's like, I don't know, man, I wish something in my mind I want to say that'll make you that'll resonate a little more that I done heard Malcolm X say or something like that. But it's a success story, but it's at our detriment, almost sealing our fate or future generation fate, in the sense that same way the rappers did. Like, you want to be a rapper.
Are you saying that because of the youth looking at what he did and they coming up and they want to idolize him and they gonna try to do it and
I'm saying it like that. You know how people try to
right. I got you
on the street saying, "Oh, that don't work. That don't pan out."
But check this out though. You're right. You're gonna have a lot of youth, especially when you get out. But you're gonna have a lot of youth that, like you say, they gonna want, man, I want to be like BMF. I want to be like Big Meech. I want to do this and that. And they might, like you say, they might get chipped or fall to the wayside, prison or whatever. But the thing is, we can't drop that at Meech's feet, because if it's never had been a big Meech, you still up to date. They was hustling before Meech, they was hustling during Meech, and they gonna hustle after Meech. So we can't drop that at his feet.
No, I'm not. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying 300 million people have perished going that way, right?
Right.
Not him. And I'm saying by him being in this position, it magnifies, right, or solidifies in those that are immature and young mind that they are doing the right thing, or this is the way. Like, it solidifies so many street mentalities. Imagine his release. And I'm not saying he shouldn't be released. I'm with him being released. I congratulate everything that didn't happen. I get it, but I'm not naive in my thinking and in my experience on his life to realize he lucky.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not looking at it as being gangster. I'm not looking at it as being nothing other than being blessed. You know what I'm saying? To be able to have the outcome that he had, and only people could dream of having that outcome based on everybody else perishing. Right? And what I'm saying is, him coming home signifies it's a way for the bullshit with most people that are looking to justify their lifestyle. That's what I'm trying to say.
And that's
what I'm catching from what you're saying is, with him doing what he did, doing his time and coming home, it's gonna put an image in the youth's head that, dang, if he can do it, I can do it too. That what you mean? Okay, that's why I said what I said.
Not the image. What I'm trying to say is, if they already doing it without him, whether he's in and out, but now he gives them it like solidifies it for him. It's no different from looking at Tukey Williams, right? Like he becomes the poster child for all the street shit.
Well, that's why I said what I said. See, I can't, you saying it's going to solidify it in their mind. Basically, if he did it, I can do it too. But that's why I said, before a Meech ever hit the scene, they was already doing it. If Meech never would have been thought of, the homies was gonna hustle. They've been slanging, banging, hanging, swinging, whatever they was doing before Meech was thought of. Why you think Meech came about and did what he did, following behind the footsteps of those who did it before him? So we can't, like I said, we can't drop it at Meech, because they was doing it before Meech, during Meech, and they gonna do it after Meech. And if Meech never would have showed up, they was still gonna do it. The hustling has been on the planet since the beginning of time.
and that's fact.